So it was the holiest season of the year, the month of Ramadan, a time of prayer, reflection, and community. But this year, the silence was loud. For the first time since 1967, the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem was completely closed for Eid prayers. Think about that. This is not just another headline. We are talking about one of the holiest sites in Islam, a place where normally tens of thousands gather to worship was shut down. Worshippers stood outside the gates, many praying on the cold streets, while others were pushed back by police. All of this happened during Eid, a moment that should be defined by peace, faith, and unity. Israeli authorities cited security concerns linked to the ongoing war involving Iran to justify this closure. But for millions watching around the world, the question is simple. Is this just about security, or is it something much deeper? To understand the weight of this, you have to understand what Al-Aqsa really is. It isn't just a mosque, it is the third holiest site in Islam, siting at the heart of Jerusalem, a city blessed to Muslims, Christians, and Jews alike. For Muslims, it's a part of Al-Haram al-Sharif, the noble sanctuary. For Jews, the same hill is the Temple Mount. This is not just a land, this is the epicenter of history, faith, and identity. The fact that it was shut down during Eid, something that hadn't happened even during the most tense decades of conflict, has sent a shockwave throughout the world. The Arab League, the OIC, and countless nations issued condemnation, calling it a violation of religious freedom and international law. But beyond the statements, what actually changes? While the world watched the historic closure, a question is echoing louder than ever. Where are the leaders of the Muslim world? We are seeing a pattern of deep troubling escalation from the West Bank and Gaza to Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Yemen, and now in Iran. The status quo is being violently rewritten. Yet the response from the many powerful Arab monarchies has been limited to statements of condemnation, hollow words that seems to have no impact on the ground. We have to ask, is it a lack of guts or is it something deeper? Look at the evidence. We have seen hospitals, schools, and humanitarian sites targeted. We have seen brutal toll on civilians. Yet, the investments and strategic ties between some of the wealthiest Gulf nations and the US continues, sometimes even deepening. Billions of dollars are flowing, trade agreements are being signed, and American military bases remain deeply rooted across the region. Is it possible that these leaders have accepted a new reality where Israel is the dominant regional superpower and they must simply fall in the line? If that's the case, what does that mean for the billions of Muslims who view Al-Aqsa as a holy trust? The greater Israel agenda is no longer a border theory. It is happening in real time, right in front of us. While Iran and its allies in the region like Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis are actively challenging this, the vast majority of Arab world remains trapped in a cycle of sectarian division and political impotence. We are witnessing a profound moral crisis when the richest and most influential nations in the region cannot protect their own holiest sites from being shut down. We have to recognize that the traditional order has failed. We see the regional crisis expanding, war involving Iran, rising tensions in Lebanon, massive destruction in Gaza, and the daily clashes across the West Bank. This leads to the uncomfortable question, where is the Islamic leadership? While Arab and Muslim leaders issue strong words on the ground, nothing shifts. No coordinated action, no major political pressure, no change in strategy. People in the region are asking, are these leaders only reacting to the news or are they actually leading something? We have to look at the power dynamics. The Gulf countries are among the wealthiest in the world, with sovereign wealth funds managing around $6 trillion. A huge portion of that capital flows into the US and global markets. If these nations have such immense economic power, why is it not translating into political influence? Why is the power not being used to protect the spirituality of their own holy sites? The reality is that divisions within the Muslim world, differing priorities, conflicting alliances, and fractured strategies are weakening any united response. In global politics, unity is power. Without it, Even nations with vast resources appear weak. Meanwhile, Israel is showing the world a new reality that it has total control over Jerusalem and its holy sites. Many believe this is a strategic push to strip the mosque of its identity, creating a now or never window for a radical transformation of the city. If a holy site of this global importance can be closed off, what does international law actually mean? What does freedom of religion mean in the 21st century? And who is left to enforce it? We are watching a moment where religion, politics, and raw power are colliding. We are seeing global institutions tested and regional leaders held to account by their own people. At the end of the day, this is not just about one mosque, it is about faith, identity, and the future of an entire region. The era of hollow words is failing the people of the Middle East. As the map is being redrawn, the world is waiting to see if these so called Islamic leaders will finally act, or if they will continue to watch from the sidelines as the history of the region is rewritten without them.